Hello and welcome to A Drink and a Song, a place where we share a drink and break down a song. We're on episode 4, so if you've made it this far, thanks for hanging in there. I'm having a great time. I hope you're enjoying it. I'd hope to get my wireless mics in, but this ice storm that we had last week kind of slowed everything down, so no microphones, but we still have this. So not wireless, but we will get there. So this week, as always, we will start with our drink. I was going to do a different drink, but then some things changed, so we're going to go back to a staple, a nice whiskey. So this whiskey is called Uncle Nearest Rye. I'm typically not a rye guy, but when it comes to Uncle Nearest, I think it's the best rye that's out there. So Uncle Nearest is an award-winning, ultra-premium Tennessee whiskey. So let me take a sip for y'all. Normally I have one big ice ball, but once again, the ice threw everything off here, so we just have regular ice. That's smooth. So Uncle Nearest Rye, it honors Nearest Green, who was the first known African-American master distiller who actually taught Jack Daniel how to distill whiskey. This particular brand was founded in 2017, and this batch is 100 proof, so it's a little stronger. It goes down, I think, 80 to 90, but it's known for its notes of caramel, maple, and dry fruit. I can't say I'm an expert in whiskey by any means, so I don't taste caramel, maple, and dry fruit. I just taste whiskey, but it tastes good to me. So the distillery is down in Shelbyville, Tennessee, and I think you can take tours of it if you're down there. So I highly promote this one, and I like it. So not much more history than an African-American distiller who taught Jack Daniel. Now that's some history. So get yourself some, try it. And this week, we're going to do a song called By Poor Man's Poison. This band is a cool band, and I've heard them for a couple years, and I really like their sound. The band was formed in 2009 in California. It's influenced a lot by folk and bluegrass, which you'll hear, and they like it kind of stripped down and nitty-gritty, kind of dirty. The music sounds like something that would be in a Western. And there was a couple Westerns that I thought of when I was going to tell the story of this song. High Plains Drifter, a Clint Eastwood movie, and then also Tombstone. Both of them have somebody who's come to town and they were kind of wronged, and then they came back to town with a vengeance. Especially the line from the song we're going to play, Hell's Coming With Me. That is a line from Tombstone when Wyatt Earp actually says, "Oh, I'm coming back and hell's coming with me." And it's such a great line because at that point he had been a good lawman, and then he switched over because the good people weren't really that good. So he went to the other side and became a vigilante. And so he says that line, and boy, does he come back, and hell does come with him. So this version of the song, Hell's Coming With Me, is, like I said, stripped down and gritty, and it's all guitars basically. It's got an acoustic guitar, it's got an electric guitar, it's got a bass guitar, and then some drums. So it's just raw and powerful, and I really like it. And the whole message is, if you're gonna call me evil and make me into something evil, fine, I'll turn into that, but there's gonna be consequences. So I'll become the monster that you think I am. So let's just get right into the song. I hope you like them. They have so many good songs that I just can't even list them all, but I like them all. So let's get right into Hell's Coming With Me. It starts out slow, and you think it's kind of this ballad, and then it just jumps right into it as he tells the story.
Might as well go. He wiped the blood from his face as he slowly came to his knees. He said, I'll be back when you least expect it. And hell's coming with me.
He's warning them right now.
Hell's coming with me.
I'm going to move the speaker closer. comes. It's gonna hit you.
There is a hill at the bottom of the valley where all the poor souls go when they die. And if you listen real close, you can hear them like a ghost saying you're never gonna make it out alive.
There's a hill at the bottom of the valley. And he says, if you hear, you'll never make it out alive. And actually, none of us ever make it out alive. But he talks about that little hill. And at the bottom of that hill, there's a town. And there's a bad minister in there. So let's get to meet him in a second.
There is a town at the bottom of the hill. They got a secret that they keep like a slave. They got a black magic preacher. You do well to let him teach her. You'll be headed up that hill to the grave.
They got a black magic preacher. You'll do well to let him teach her. So he's not a good guy. He is going to live on the backs of the poor people, and he's enforcing these rules, not God's rules, his rules. So the drifter is going to teach him a lesson.
It is well with my soul. You line your pockets full of money that you steal from the poor, and on your way down the hill, you hear me ring that bell. I pay the devil twice as much to keep your soul.
Love all that sounds so good.
There was a drifter passing through that little valley. He had promised he was coming back to town. They didn't know him by his face or by the gun around his waist, but he come back to burn that town to the ground.
They didn't recognize him. That's so much like the Clint Eastwood and all Tombstone. But he came back to burn that town to the ground. I was like, uh-oh, get ready. There's going to be fire. There's going to be smoke. And then that preacher man is hanging by a rope. So remember, this is a Western kind of song.
First there was fire, then there was smoke. Then the preacher man was hanging by a rope. And then they all fell to their knees and begged that drifter, begged him please, as he raised his fist before he spoke. I am the righteous hand of God, and I am the devil that you forgot. And I told you one day you'll see that I'll be back, I guarantee. And that hell's coming, hell's coming with me.
It makes me want to go watch Tombstone again. It's such a good movie. So good. Listen to all that guitar. He's fine with his decision.
It is well with my soul. You line your pocket full of money that you steal from the poor, and on your way down the hill, you hear me ring that bell, and I said, hell's coming with me.
Well, there you go. Hell's Coming With Me. They have so many songs, and they all have just a little bit of a religious background in it, so I'm not really sure, but a lot of them are calling out hypocrites, and so I just like the sound. They also play the fiddle and the mandolin and the banjo, and they play it in a way that's not traditional bluegrass, that's real nasally, which I like all bluegrass and folk, but they play it more in a style that I've not heard before. So if you've not checked out Poor Man's Poison, give them a chance. They're a good band to listen to. So we're a little shorter this week. It is cold. We're up in the bar. There's not a lot of heat up here, but we'll be back next week. I think I'm going to make a Tom Collins. I looked up the history of that, and I want to make sure I have all the right ingredients to do it the right way. But thanks for watching episode 4. We'll be back next week. Grace, you have any final words?
Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe. Maybe next week we'll get Grace in front of the camera and ask her a couple questions. So till next week, have a great week, everybody. Goodbye.